Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're going to be continuing One Piece episodes 210 and 211. We are going through these episodes relatively fast, I feel. For Patreon, if you don't know, by this point, I'm working my way to being 2 weeks ahead for this show. Since there's so many episodes, my goal is to be 2 weeks ahead over on Patreon. If you don't have Patreon yet, feel free to check it out, patreon.com/ajrich123. But that's what we're doing. So I am going through this series a little bit faster, I would say. But anyway, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. Yeah, let's go ahead and start. It's crazy contest. Yeah, it kind of looks like that. Though they should be used to weird weather. At this point, anyway. Everyone's riding something or someone. A lot of them can just chill. Always. Yeah, hold on to something. Like the currents are like floating backwards. Like off a video game. Okay, or they're being fired at? I'm telling you, man, get that out of your pants. Okay, so that's why they have to retreat, because they can't see crap. These guys are freaks. Without them shooting, okay, so I thought it was maybe reversing their paths. Take the wrong path, then you might head back. Always so highly exaggerated. Just a little creepy. You gotta be a sacrifice, Usopp. Impact. See, it wasn't that bad. It looks like, yeah, it looks like Santa and Santa's sleigh like that. Ho ho bye. They fell so gently. I was thinking a plop. Welp, now it's up to them. Oh, jeez. I would normally think, oh no, half my body's gonna get eaten. But it's more like a power boost for him. Or speed, more like a speed boost. Sure it's not the other arms? Okay, that is bad even for a random villain in this. Has that worked on anybody? Maybe Luffy. Maybe that'd work on Luffy. Actually, it would work on Luffy. That's a bumpy ride. They should have just been going themselves, then trying to distract them. Are you guys blind? Who are they rooting for? Well, between two groups. How many bad traps and deceiving things are they gonna do? At least you're not falling into their bullshit traps. What an evil freak. So you're gonna try to get in the way. At least make it so they have to go around, which would slow them down. Or fall on them. That's a knockout. Maybe put a hole in, yup. The obvious, they pick a lot of obvious ones here. Put a hole in the raft. Hopefully not sink before they get to the goal. He's knocked out. Straight up their own fault they didn't win this. They could have easily won if they weren't trying to knock people out. At least you have somebody cheering you on. How could anyone follow this type of guy? Of course he does. Slow, so maybe just slowing them down or some type of time thing or something. Deaccelerate. So it's just one challenge and that's it? They automatically lose? That is a sentence worse than death being part of that group. It doesn't seem like that strong of a power, though. Huh. I guess that could be pretty damn useful in fights and stuff. So you could like bash on them while they're going slower. I guess if you're an idiot though, doesn't matter what type of power you have, you're not gonna be able to use it right. Yeah, see, it's only one round, so that doesn't mean crap. I can still come back. It's a smart pick if they need it, but why does Chopper always have to? Why does he get left somewhere he doesn't want to be? Either behind on the ship or... They just have to win another round and they can get him back, I would assume. It's already bad enough. I mean, at least they're nice. Not that he would ever pledge loyalty. I don't think any of them could do that. They just have to get him back. I mean, it may sound mean, but I think that's kind of good for him. He's like, you know, a kid. I think you need tough love sometimes. What do they have to do in the second round, though? Oh, or they can't replace him. Okay, yeah. Of course they're not. What the fuck? Oh man, who's the ball holder? The hell? Looks like they're more ready for football. That is a really weird combo. How does a fishman and a giant? How does that even work? Well, physically it looks tough, but it is Zoro and Sanji. It's really hard to see any of these type of people, regardless if they're huge. I do think the fisherman and giant combination is just weird, like straight up weird. But it's hard to really see them as a threat because you're gonna have to fight Zoro, and I don't know. These guys, who knows? Maybe they're gonna be strong, but I just don't see them having any chance in hell. Though it is kind of sad to see Chopper being forced to do that. But we already knew and they understood what the rules of the game were. If you lose, you got to give up somebody. But actually, I wasn't sure if it was going in rounds like this. This is actually kind of interesting because then they could, if it works the same way, they could just get him back the next round. But if they lost again, it matters how many rounds it end up being. How would they get everybody back? That's the only thing that would be a little confusing. All right, let's go to the next one. They got his title a bit wrong. Yeah, the difference in sizes are ridiculous here. How the hell is this sport gonna work? Add a picture of the guy, for God's sakes. So it's gonna make it no wonder why they would choose those bigger people. I mean, it's part of the rules. You can't really do anything about it. This is so set up in their favor, though. Everything she says is sexy. Why do you have to say it in that voice? Which is those guys. Definition of you guys, right? Yeah, that's just an easy way to say that's a bunch of bullshit. This isn't a fight, though. Remember this. This is... Yes, you have to put his simp meter to 100 and then he'll do amazing. Just make sure you're praising him the entire time. Okay, or fight each other. Let's be real though, they're going to be cheap. Even if they don't have weapons, they're gonna do something that's not part of the rules. Damn! It doesn't accomplish anything by saying something like that. Why does he have those short, like, soccer shorts on? Like, if they're groggy, can we just make them, like, have a chance to fall asleep or not pay attention because they're... What is a good strategy for this? Here comes, what the fuck is on him? He poured some putting some lotion all over himself? I don't even want to know. Oh, natural slipper. Well, that's straight up disadvantage. Oh no, he's about to be spiked into the goal. I just love that he's just playing the ball. If they played this type of game in real life, shit would get weird fast. Oh, is there straight up nothing they can do at this point? Unless he can get out of it. He doesn't... Zoro can still do damage without swords. God damn. This guy's got to be like 700 pounds at least. Well, he's not knocked out. I would be more worried if he was knocked out. Nice. Well, what do you do if they're knocked out, though? Does the other guy have to play by himself then? They're probably not knocked out. Maybe if Zoro goes up front here, because keeping Sanji a little bit out of it because he has the ball. Unless they don't get up, then it can be a 2v1. But now's the time to get it. Maybe now. That's his name. Hamburger. Pickles. They sandwich each other. It's called a shit sandwich. What the hell is that type of yelling? They're funny, but not being productive. Yeah, that's the problem. Nobody put some pants on. Maybe they'll dance with you. See, it's like having the ref going for the other team. It's a load of crap. This feels like some NFL football games right here. Are we really doing soccer yellow cards and crap? Oh my god. How can you eject in this type of game though? Where, oh my god. Did he seriously just call him a gangster? Okay, let's just expect them to be unfair in every single thing. Beating up the ref does not work, unfortunately. It was super effective. You just have to smash his face into the goal. Jesus. Just avoid the guy's back. Or body in general. Unless you get used to it? What the? He looks like he's enjoying it a little too much, though. You're announcing them breaking the rules and no one cares. Coast to the goal. Oh no. So he is going to try to spike. Does he really have to use iron knuckles with it though, too? They're so big, naturally they deal a lot of damage just from the weight. Jesus. That's weirdly impressive, being able to do that much damage to him. The fuck? Oh, and now all they have to do is place him on the goal. Jeez. What is the point? It's just the spike. And they must have missed because they haven't scored. So they didn't actually hit him into the goal. Positives here. They're really out of energy? I mean, there's a lot of damage, but... I gotta say, I was not expecting them to lose. Definitely not from damage. That's not what that means. I'm wondering if they're using groggy in a different way, like it's a mistranslation or something. Or they're like slow playing here. Yeah, it is possible that they were, at least from what it seemed at the very end there, that they're kind of I don't know if they're taking their time. Maybe they had some type of strategy here to let them wear themselves out. But seeing them knock out, because they were standing and then they just slowly fell like that, maybe it was just part of an act, which that very last second makes me think like that. But what is the advantages of doing that? I mean, I know the goal isn't to knock them out. The goal is to score, right? So there had to be a way, because even how big they are, and yes, they have spikes, they have, you know, they're humongous and they do a lot of damage. But Zoro, I mean, Sanji is too, but especially Zoro can take a lot more, you know, it can take a ton of damage. And they seem to be just taking the blows, especially Zoro there. He was just like taking the blows. So I'm wondering, I'm leaning more towards it was just part of a plan here. Because I don't think there's any chance in hell, at least if they were going to win, they would win from scoring or outsmarting, definitely not from just pure raw power, because Zoro can handle that. I know for sure. At least you would think so. So I logically thinking, I would think there'd be no way in hell he'd be knocked out from these guys. But it's definitely a really bad spot. Also with them, let's say they win this match. That was the only thing. I can't remember if they said how many rounds in the beginning, but if they're getting crew members each time, could they technically do so many rounds to get the entire crew? Or I guess what would be the point of doing that? I mean, I guess they could take the entire crew, but usually, at least from what we saw in the beginning there, like a couple episodes or so ago, we saw those guys knocked out and they had no captain. So they at least take a few, but maybe they just don't take everybody. They take what's useful. But I don't know. I feel like it's a bad scenario for them when it comes to their strengths and weaknesses. They are at an advantage every time because they're cheating. It's that like the most stacked cheating I think I've seen in this show. Like how much more obvious can you make it on here and no one's doing anything about it? But then they have to follow the rule. Like, I wouldn't even follow the rules if they're not going to follow the rules. And you know you're stronger than these guys. I wouldn't freaking follow the rules at that point, because like at first it was like, okay, maybe they were going to follow the rules so you understand the rules of the game. They're taking it seriously, but then it's just a big freaking joke. First of all, just in general, the events they're doing. You would think something that, this is just me maybe overthinking this, but you would think something that's as serious as taking a crew member, you would have like a legitimate fighting tournament or something to do with power or strategy. I don't know, something that would be a little bit more focused than these random events, random sport you've never heard of. And just like, you wouldn't like, this is something so serious. Taking a crew member, it just seems way less serious than it should be. Am I the only one thinking that? Like, it's such a major thing. I don't know. Maybe that you're not supposed to take this seriously, but still, it's funny to me. I don't know. You know, I overthink things sometimes. It's probably something you're not supposed to take seriously, but if you think my crew members could get taken, this is a serious event. we should be this should be like these events should be structured and there should be an outside source actually reffing and stuff, not the same team, like the same pirate group reffing and crap or siding with them. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. You can also check these episodes out early and uncut over on patreon.com/ajrich123. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.